I just hope he knows what he's getting into. But it says a lot. I don't know if this report is true, but they say like he didn't even let the Mavs give him an offer sheet. Could that be? Could him and Luca have some problems because Luca was very ball dominant?
Well, so okay, so he went to the Nets or the Knicks because his dad's about to be the assistant coach.
Well,
But
I wouldn't. Well, go ahead.
in theory, but I'm imagining. I mean, to not give the Mavs even an offer. These like we talked about.
No, even a chance to offer.
Right. We just talked about like they had the opportunity to offer him more money than anyone. So he knew he was gonna if he just wanted to get paid, he would have stayed with Dallas. So and
Yeah.
Mark Cuban said they were ready to break the bank for him. So um, this clearly for me it has to be about just playing with his dad. That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense. I mean, nothing else makes sense. But I will say like R.J. Barrett, and I'm not comparing him to Andrew Wiggins in a sense that they're the same player, but I'm just saying he's kind of like Andrew Wiggins in a way that like if he has the right pieces around him, where the pressure's not on him to be the guy, like to score on every play. Like I think R.J. Barrett still has a lot of growth he can show us, and so putting him with Jalen Brunson and bringing other guys, I really do think we're gonna see better improvement from R.J. Barrett and a little bit. I'm not gonna say we're gonna see greatness right away, but I'm just saying I think we'll see what we expected more out of RJ Barrett in the coming years. Just because, like, oh, okay, now he's finally playing with other people who can put the ball on the floor and do their thing. I mean, let's be honest, Porzingis ain't putting the ball on the floor, taking people off the dribble, and all that stuff. So when you got one guy, two guys who can do that, you know, you're just kind of playing off everybody else to respect that player, and it makes it harder on them. So and we saw him struggle this year. I know he had 20 points a game, but I mean he struggled to get them. So I do think that the Knicks, I like it, but yeah, I mean, if I'm Jalen, I'm sorry. I understand you won't play with your dad and all that stuff, but I mean I'm still giving Dallas a shot. I want to hear what they got to say. I want to hear their pitch, and that way I can make a decision. This seemed like he had his mind made up already.
About to say, yeah.
So hey, kudos to you, man. Like, go play for your dad, and bring success to the Knicks finally. Something we haven't seen in a while. But but I mean, you got a scoring big, in Randall. You got pieces. So
Well,
I'm happy the Knicks might be legit relevant again.
Pretty much a team full of
I
guards.
do. A team full of what?
Of guards.
Yes, but you got some scores. So maybe maybe the Knicks will just be them teams that's like, hey, we can't beat you, but we're gonna have a shootout and let's see who wins.
I mean, they did finish fifth last year, so I mean, they showed some type of improvement, I guess, from the year before. I guess
They
I
was in the
honestly think,
playoffs.
but
2 years ago, 2 years
2 years
ago,
ago.
they were
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, damn, they was in the playoffs. I didn't even know.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, shout out to Bronson. I mean, like John was saying, he pretty much had his mind already made up once his dad signed the contract and saying that
Yeah.
hey, I'm about to be the assistant coach. And like he said, I mean, he's got all his family out there, so I'm guessing he's just like, hey, I get the money, get to play with my dad, and all my family and friends are out here now, so maybe I can turn the city around. You know what I'm saying? Me being coming back to the city can maybe bring more pieces to the Knicks. That's what maybe he's trying to say, but just based off the names that you just named off, I mean, I don't see them making. I don't want to say making the playoffs, but they won't be making any noise in the playoffs. I should say, just because you coming from a Dallas team where you just we're just in the Western Conference Finals. You feel me? So you were maybe like a one role player away, maybe a superstar away from maybe going to the NBA Finals. So you going from being on a championship team now to a pretty much a rebuild team. That's just pretty much like John said, Bronson's his mind was already made up at the fact that, hey, I want to just go home and play with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So like, it clearly wasn't about the money because, Maverick would have been able to match it or give him more. So
Yeah, true.
he just wanted to go home, play with his family, and hope maybe he can, bring a new energy to the New York Knicks and
I
stop
just
Steve A from crying every year. So
I just hope in his case he performs well Because if he don't, boy,
Yeah, if he don't have that same type of performance that he had throughout the regular season and the playoffs last year, it's gonna be a even
if
more.
he ain't averaging 20 or better,